Good afternoon, students. Welcome to your English live class. Today we will be discussing the topic which we have learned in the last class itself. It's verbs which we have learned in the last class. The same will be repeated and we will learn more grammar rules regarding gerund or ing form of the verb. Are you ready? Welcome to your English live class, and today we will be learning about verbs. What is a verb? We have discussed in the last class, and we came to know that verb is an action word which tells us what action is being done by someone or something. Okay, for example, I told you Raju is jumping. Jumping is the action which is done by Raju. So jumping is a verb. Now here you can see some other verbs as samples. Run, eat, kick, dance. These four words which you see here are showing some actions. So run, eat, kick and dance are verbs. Here you can see a girl. She is smiling and waving and wishing us. See, in this slide you will be learning some samples of the verbs. This is Tina. She is a very active girl. She does a lot of actions every day. She jumps, jogs, skips, sings and swims. Children, the words which you see here are talking about or telling us about the actions that Tina does on every day. Tina skips, Tina jogs, Tina jumps, Tina sings and Tina swims. These are all the actions which she does. So the words skips, jogs, jumps, sings and swims are action words. So we call all these words verbs. Again, when we study about verbs, we will discuss the same words which Tina was doing. The words skips, jogs, jumps, sings and swims are words which tells us the action done by Tina. These words are verbs. Now, in this slide, we will be discussing about ing forms of verbs. The last class we discussed what is the meaning of ing verbs. Now we are going to revise it. When verbs end with ing, it is called as ing form of the verbs. It is used to show or speak about the action that is happening. Ing form of the verb is used to speak about an action that is happening. It started and it is just happening. Okay. Now, meet, for example, meet, meeting. Fix, fixing. Children, wherever you are sitting, you can also read the words from the presentation along with me. Okay. Let's start reading the first word. Meet, meeting. Fix, fixing. Talk, talking. Jump, jumping. See, seeing. Look, looking. Draw, drawing. Speak, speaking. So you have seen so many examples of ing form of the verb. So once again, remember, ing form of the verb or ing of verb means if we are adding ing with any verb, then it is called a ing form of the verb. Now, when a verb, there are grammar rules for adding ing. For some verbs, you can add ing directly. There will be no change in the spellings. For example, jump, jumping, no change. Okay, talk, talking, no change. Meet, meeting, no change. Directly you can add ing. But in some other cases, the spelling changes when we add ing. So here is the first rule. You see, when a verb ends in e, omit it and add ing at the end. We have discussed it yesterday. Look here. For example, bake, B-A-K-E, bake. You see the last letter is E. So here we have to omit E and add ing. That's why when we added ing and formed baking, you will not see E here. Instead, we have added ing instead of E. Hide, hiding. You can see the verb hide is also ending with a E. So, before adding ing, we have to omit E and add ing and form hiding. Take, taking. The verb take is ending with a E. That's why we have omitted E before adding ing and form taking. The next rule is when vowels A, E, I, O, U come before the ending consonant, the consonant is doubled before adding ing. So, yesterday we didn't discuss this particular point, so pay your attention. When vowels, you know, there are 5 vowels in English language. They are A, E, I, O, U. So, if any vowel comes as second last letter, it should be the second last letter, and after that the last letter should be a consonant. If it is like that, then what should we do? Before adding ing, we should double the last letter, last consonant we have to double. So children, if you didn't understand this rule, look at the example. P-U-T, put. You see, U is a vowel. You can see A, E, I, O, U. U is a vowel. U is the second last letter, right? And after U, you can see the last letter is T. T is a consonant. Letters other than that of vowels are called consonants. exemptions I told you. There are two semi-vowels W and Y, but that also works as a consonants. So we can say that letters which are other than vowels are consonants. Okay. So here you can see the second last letter U is a vowel and T is a consonant. So before adding ing, we should double this T. Double means write one more T. That means there should be two T. So you see when we have added ing, see the spelling difference. P, U, T, T. Two T's. We have doubled the T. T, T, ing. I hope you have understood the rule right now. Okay. Now let's see the next example. Look. H, O, P. O is a vowel. It has come as the second last letter, and after O you will find P. P is a consonant. So before adding ing, we should double the P here. Okay. So you will find H, O, P, P. We have doubled the P. H, O, P, P, ing. Now look at the next example. H, I, T. I is a vowel. Last letter T is a consonant. So before adding ing, we should double T. So look at the ing form of hit. H, I, T, T, ing, hitting. We have doubled the T here. Now look at the next example. Skip. S, K, I, P. Here I is a vowel. After this vowel you will see P. P is a consonant. So before adding ing with this verb skip, we should double the last consonant P. So let's see the ing form of skip. S, K, I, P, P, ing, skipping. We have doubled the P here. In the same way, look at the next example. Get. G-E-T, get. You will find E as a consonant. E is a consonant. After E, T is there. E is a vowel. And after E, you will find T, consonant T. So you see the ing. G, E, T, T, ing, getting. We have doubled the T before adding ing form with the get. Look at the last sample. Run. R-U-N, run. You know U is a vowel. After this vowel you find N. N is a consonant. So before adding ing with run, this word we should double the last letter N. So you see the ing of run. R-U-N-N-I-N-G, running. So children, you have seen the samples in which we have doubled the last consonants. The reason is that before this consonant there is a vowel. So the first rule tells us that if a word ends with E, then before adding ing we should omit E. Second rule says that if the second last letter is a vowel and if the last letter is a consonant, then before adding ing we should double the last consonant. You should be very careful when you read this rule, understand the rule. It is said that the last letter should be a consonant, otherwise the last letter will not double. For example, C, S-E-E-I-N-G, you can see here. S, E, E, C. Here you can see, children. Look at the word. Second last letter is E, which is a vowel. But last letter is also a vowel. It is not a consonant. So here the last letter will not double. Why? Because it is a vowel, not a consonant. Okay. So you can see S, E, E, ing. Directly we have added ing without doubling the last letter. Why? Because the last letter is a vowel, not a consonant. So when we are discussing the rule, we should understand that the second last letter should be a vowel and the last letter should be a consonant. Then only the last letter will double. Otherwise the last letter is not going to double. Okay. So you have learned the particular rules. Before adding ing, what should you do? So let's just rewind what we have learned today. We have discussed about verb and we understood verb is an action word. It tells us the action done by someone or something, and we have seen the samples also. Right now some other samples we can discuss. You are sitting at home and watching this live class. So sit is a action word. Listen is an action word. I am teaching you. Teach is an action word. You are looking at the screen. Look is an action word. Okay. So all these words, listen, look, sit, teach, are action words. After that we discussed about the actions done by Tina. Today you just see and understand what are the actions that you do before sleeping. You may be waking up at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I don't know your routine. Maximum to maximum, maybe by 6:30 you may be waking up at home. So from that time to before you go to the bed, what are the actions done by you? Write in your notebook. Take a fresh page, write there, actions done by me in a day. Morning you wake up, so the first and the foremost and the first verb which you are doing in the morning is wake up, right? So second is after waking up, you get down from your bed. Maybe you rub your eyes. If you are rubbing your eyes, rub is the second action done by you. And third, maybe you open your eyes. So open is the third verb. So in a day, if you write the verbs which you are doing before going to your bed, you will find you are doing more than 200 verbs in a day. Some of the actions are repeated, some of the actions are not repeated. You may be surprised to see that you do so many actions before you go to bed. It's an interesting exercise. So students, try to do this exercise today. Take a new page, write actions done by me in a day, and write the name of the actions what you are doing from morning to till you go to bed. Okay. And we discussed about ing form of the verb. When we are adding ing to a verb, it is called ing form of the verb. And we have discussed about the spelling rules of ing form of the verb. So if a word is ending with e, before adding ing, we have to omit the e and add ing. That's one of the rule, and we discussed the examples as baking, hiding and taking. Okay. Then we discussed the second rule, that is when vowels a, e, I, o, u comes before the ending consonant. That means it is the second. Any vowel is the second last letter of that particular verb. And the consonant is doubled before adding ing. I told you, if the last two letters are vowels itself, then this rule is not applicable. If the second last letter is a vowel and the last letter is a consonant, then only this rule is applicable. So, look at the samples. We have discussed it already. Put, putting. Hop, hopping. Mop, mopping. Cut, cutting. Same like this samples. Hit, hitting. Put, putting. Hit, hitting. Now, skip, skipping. Get, getting. Wet, wetting. Run, running. Okay, children? So, today you have a homework which is based on this lesson itself, and I will be sending it in your WhatsApp group, and do the other exercise assignment which I asked you to do today, that is to write all the actions done by you from the time you wake up to till you go to bed. Write the name of the actions in notebook itself. In your English notebook itself, take a new page. Write the list of actions which you are performing in a day. Okay? Children, till we meet in the next class with another topic, say bye from me. Be safe. Take care.